Testing listening. But first, what is a test and what is listening? A test is a procedure intended to establish the quality, performance, or reliability of something, while listening is giving one's attention to sound. For example, a speech, a music, or a natural sound. Testing listening involves a variety of skills. At the lowest level, it involves discrimination among sounds, discrimination among intonation and stress patterns, and comprehension of short and long listening skills. So why test listening?
Assess how well a student has mastered what has been taught. As listening skills is one of the language skills to be developed, example, receptive skills. To be proficient in the language means to be able to listen effectively.
The listening process.
Receiving the speaker's message.
Messages, both verbal and nonverbal, consist of words as well as gestures, facial expressions, and variation in volume and tone. The listener takes note of both the verbal and nonverbal elements of the message.
Determining what the speaker means.
Understanding takes into consideration the thoughts that are expressed, as well as the emotional tone that accompanies these thoughts. It likewise includes establishing links between what the listener knows about the topic and the new information from the speaker.
Retaining messages for at least some period of time.
The listener actually remembers not what was said, but what she or he thinks as recalled was said. A listener seldom quotes the exact words of the speaker unless he or she finds a word, phrase, or something worth quoting.
Evaluating or weighing what was said.
The listener judges the worth of the ideas shared by the speaker. He or she assesses them in the light of what he or she knows about the topic, taking into account the logic of the presentation.
Sending signal.
Sending signals to let the speaker know that he is understood and responding to him after he has stopped talking. This marks the start of a new cycle where the listener takes his turn as a speaker.
Choosing listening text. I think it is best to use authentic text, like for example, students can relate to in real life. Right, Miss Hannah?
Yes, that's right. You can record excerpts of a novel text or read them in a normal speed. For example, advertisements, weather reports, or newscasts.
That's right. And also, we should consider the following questions like, what type of talk is it? Is it informal or formal?
Or where do you expect to hear it? Is it at school, at home, or at work?
And who is talking and to whom is he talking? Is it a student to a teacher, student to his or her parents, or a student to another student?
Or what is the object of the speaker? Is it to inform, to persuade, or to entertain?
And the last one is, what type of listening is called for in the situation? Do you just listen to get every detail or to get just some information? Taking note of house rules. Look at the picture. This is a bedroom of a new boarder. Do you think you can identify things that are not in their proper places?
Judy is a new boarder in the apartment of Aling. Aling Luz is very selective of her boarders because her apartment is new. Listen carefully to the house rules given by Aling. Judy must understand the rules or else she cannot stay there. Can you identify the rules which have not been followed? Put an X inside the box of the dialogue to show each rule that was broken. Judy is a new boarder of Aling Luz, a very meticulous lady. Her room is on the second floor of a new apartment building.
Well, it's a lovely room. Its size is just right for me.
Oh yes, it's a good-sized room and it's well furnished.
Yes, I can see that. Is there anything I should know?
Well, I don't allow the cat to go upstairs at all.
Oh, not at all?
Absolutely not. I don't like cats upstairs, and I don't allow people to smoke in the bedroom.
That's okay with me. I don't smoke anyway.
I don't allow people to stick up pictures on the wall with tape. You see, when you take the pictures down, the scotch tape or masking tape leaves marks on the wall.
Oh, I see. Can I use thumbtacks instead?
Oh yes, something like that. But do not use big nails. They leave holes in the wall. Then, if you go out, please remember to close the window.
Right, I'll do that.
And there's a kettle for you to boil water in. Place it on the floor and not on a chest of drawers or cabinet.
I know. It will leave a mark, especially if it is hot. Is there anything else?
One last thing. Please keep your room tidy. Hang your clothes and see to it that your books and papers should be on a table or shelf.
All right, Aling Luz. I'll try to remember all you told me. Who are the characters in the conversation?
What are the rules followed and unfollowed?